Hey, what's good? Welcome back, everyone. I figured I'd change things up a tad bit and try a more suspenseful type of game, a little more horror genre. And yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about Fort Solis. Seen a couple playthroughs. Immediately in the first couple minutes, I'm like, okay, yeah, this game seems right up my alley in space exploration. Just scratching that itch. So let's buckle in and enjoy the ride, shall we?
So, you hated it?
I wouldn't say hate. I wish he had done more.
How could he possibly have done more? They were surrounded by zombies.
Regardless, I'm caught up now. So it's time for a new show. I believe it's your pick.
I'm taking my time with this one.
Just like that hull.
It's looking a lot better since I got up here.
Is that before or after you spent a week fixing it?
These weather patterns are getting worse. Most of our jobs now are repairing weather damage.
Yeah, I really hadn't noticed.
Then again, being stuck with you for cycle rotation is just as exciting.
It could be worse. You could be stuck with some...
Jack? You cut off then. What were you saying?
The alarm at Solis is triggered.
Solis? That relic?
Manually initiated? I've never seen a manual one.
Well, to think you wanted to spend your last shift watching me do all the heavy lifting.
Jess, I am on vacation the minute tomorrow's shuttle arrives. I'll contact them and see if it's a false alarm.
Well, how do you expect them to reply without power?
If they respond, then it's a false alarm.
OMG, you're so smart.
You see, this is why I should pick the shows from now on.
Is this about the zombies?
I wouldn't possibly have any idea what you mean.
I knew it!
Fort Solis. This is Jack Leary, senior engineer, responding to your alarm. Please come in. Jack Leary, responding to Fort Solis alarm. You have everything okay over there?
Anything?
No. Weird. To trigger the alarm and not respond.
It's a stone's throw from here. Why don't you check it out?
People who use that expression don't normally apply that logic to Mars.
That vacation can't come soon enough.
I'm heading down now. We can take the LTV.
I need to repair this hull before the storm gets worse. Think we have an hour or so before it hits.
Okay. I can pick you up on the way back.
They just love jinxing themselves. We never talk about going on vacation until you're actively on vacation. Something always pops up, makes you run late. Also, I love the fact that they're still using the acronym OMG. This has
I've switched comms frequency, Jess.
No problem. I'll finish up here, and then if you're not back in time, I can take the HTV.
Roger that. Jack out.
How many times do I have to tell you this isn't the military? Okay, it's fine.
Roger that.
Don't get lost.
So with this like LTV and the HVT, I'm curious if it still has like the same speed as our current LTV that is being designed and engineered by JPL in California. I think it goes 25 kilometers an hour, which I think is like 15 miles per hour. Because, like, you know, Mars has significantly less gravity than Earth and a lot sandier, as you can see here. So they traded out velocity for way higher torque. Because you're gonna need, you know, in bad sandy conditions like this, you're gonna need high torque to get yourself out of it. Plus, like the wheels they use, this is actually pretty similar to what's actually being designed. Instead of like mechanical joints, it's more of like a polycarbon like blend that just it kind of looks like shoe soles almost, where like they're able to individually articulate and grip the sand or rock the best. As you can tell, I'm pretty into space exploration.
Set course for Fort Solis.
Calculating.
Jack Leary, senior engineer en route to Fort Solis, in the Planum Quadrant, responding to an alarm. Suspected power failure. Await further information.
Recording submitted.
Okay, I'm heading to Solis. Keep an eye on that storm.
I doubt it'll pass me by unnoticed.
Especially since I don't know if you guys know this, but NASA they actually reopened up their shuttle program, and they're trying to get more, they're trying to train more astronauts for upcoming manned Mars missions. But I don't have 2 master's degrees or a PhD, and I'm not a practicing physician. Because they're primarily looking for medical officers. That, and I am 6'4", so I'm way too tall. I'm just like height out of the maximum height requirement. And it's basically a story of my life. It's like, oh, everyone's just like, oh, man, it must be super great that you're so tall. Big and everything, so no one's gonna really mess with things. Like, well, no, not really. Hey, I have to spend a lot more money on clothes because I have to buy stuff that's either long enough or wide enough for me, and then I have to go get it altered to fit right. Nothing's really built for my height. Like my car I bought 2 years ago is the first car I've had. It's like the 7th car I've owned that I actually fit. I actually have to scoot forward in my seat to actually be able to sit there comfortably. Normally I'm just maxing out all the way back. You know, I'm pretty excited to get through this game. I'm very intrigued if I'm going to be able to finish it, just because I don't do well in horror games. I get too scared. Like, you know, 6'4", 280 pounds. It's like not a luck in heart, but I still get.
Solis? Jack Leary here. Entering your perimeter. Do you copy? Solis is locked down.
Well, there goes your power theory.
Why would it be in lockdown?
System damage? Dare I suggest more weather damage?
Yeah, maybe, but lockdown seems extreme.
Is there no sign of security?
No, they must be done for the night. Storm's picking up here. How about over there?
Full swing here, so I've hopped in the HTV to keep you company.
Lovely.
It was that or nap the storm out.
I'm flattered.
And I can't nap with that noise, so you're plan B.
Charmin. Listen, I'm gonna head to the atrium. Make contact there.
Okay.
I wonder why we would need security. Because this is like a mining operation, right? mining research operation?
Access denied. Lockdown in full effect.
I'll head to the atrium and make contact there.
Expect like a senior engineer to have like pretty high level access, especially during lockdowns, because how else would you get in to A, turn off the lockdown, and B, fix whatever's wrong?
Access denied. Lockdown in full effect.
Service hatch or something? I mean, this looks gorgeous. It looks great, but man, whatever game engine they're running, the characters have heavy inertia. So if I have to run from stuff, I'm gonna be running into trouble.
Access denied. Lockdown in full effect.
Nope. I've had this on way too long.
Well, I mean, I feel like I could be wrong here. I feel like having the helmet on for a long time outside is a good thing. Yeah, I just wanted to say thanks to everyone that's subscribed. I really appreciate it. It's definitely giving me that drive.
Looks like I'm climbing for now.
Climbing?
Well, the lift's out and the storm's on its way.
Roger. Over and out.
Oh, who's a cool kid?
Seriously though, make sure you're wired in. Weather's in full swing here. No idea why I even tried to repair the hull. Has the storm hit you yet? How are you getting on?
It's been a while since I was out in a storm. It still hurts. Weather resistance suits my ass.
I'll take that as a hard yes then.
Also, where does this strong wind come from?
This place really is a relic.
Mars has barely an atmosphere. It should be like this strong.
Ah, you've got to be kidding.
What?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
But I'll just have to spin my disbelief. Especially if it's gonna make a better playing experience. You know how at least he caught himself. I guarantee you, if I fell in there, I would have I can't press the button.
Time to quit beer?
More like climbing. Next time, I'm just cutting the door.
You had your tools and chose to climb.
Yes. Been a long day.
That's not.
I'll head over to the atrium, see if anyone's home.
Nothing on local comms?
No.
Paint the picture for me?
What, of Solis? It's old school. Still got single structures.
You should feel right at home then.
It certainly doesn't look welcoming.
I'm saying nothing.
Lockdown in effect.
Strange. The lock overrides are still on.
It's not strange. It's protocol when a lockdown is triggered.
Oxygen reserves are still active.
Well, the backup generator maintains oxygen levels. Did you think they just powered the lights?
Well, not anymore.
I'd love to grow something like that. The amount of maintenance. Care
Your comms just went local. Please tell me you didn't remove your helmet.
Oh, you know I don't like to wear it all the time.
I can't believe you actually removed it on site.
Oxygen levels are stable. It's not natural to wear it that long. Are we gonna pretend you're wearing yours? I knew it.
I'm not the one responding to a lockdown alert.
I'll be fine. The backup generators power more than just the lights, you know.
At least it's sinking in.
I'm really liking the banter between these two. You can definitely tell that they spent, some might say, too many hours together. I know this reminds me of kind of like the relationship I have with like one of my coworkers slash friends, and I can honestly say that we're actually pretty good friends. This is how, I don't know, this could just be me, but I feel like if you can, after work, if you can go grab a beer or a drink or some food with your coworker and still chop it up, then you guys are actually friends. Especially, you know, if you go over to each other's homes and just to hang out. And I don't know, for me personally, it's been a lot harder to make friends as an adult, just because, you know, everyone already has their pre-established friend groups, and it's really hard to break in there, just because, you know, there's already pre-established inside jokes and what have you. But you know, it doesn't.
Oh, would you look at that?
Is that directed at me?
They still use i5 nodes here.
Really?
Yeah, I'm looking at one now. I'm gonna hold on to it.
Oh, battery holster. That's pretty cool. Join us on the Star Walk. Experience the wonders of Star.
Oh, Star Walk's in full swing here, too.
They are amazing. People back home just can't imagine it.
A star is a star. What's the big deal?
This is why I go with Karen.
That's super eerie. Was half expecting just to see someone or something there.
Hell of a storm on the way. Well, this is spooky.
Why?
The place is lifeless.
Are you sure you're at the right place?
I mean, I think so.
Maybe best to grab the schematics. Just to confirm, I can access the site files from here.
Good idea. Fort Solis 2053. Even this tree makes me feel old.
2053? It's almost as old as me. Hard to think we've been up here that long.
like the stairwell door, airlock is locked, so I guess we have to go use the office as a What's up here? I'm getting some like real alien vibes. It could just be that, got the eerie sound design, coupled with the mysteriously quiet space Mars station. I wonder if we're gonna be going up against like an alien or something. Well, I guess technically we would be the aliens, but you know it.
Drinking on the job?
Nothing wrong with staying hydrated out here.
We both know that wasn't water.
You're not the one walking around in the dark.
A little
It worked.
What did?
The I-5.
No, be careful handling those. They were replaced for a reason.
It's so creepy when everyone's off.
We spend most of our time alone fixing sites in space.
Never alone with a phone.
That's gratitude for you. You could do a lot worse.
Look at that little guy go.
How's the search going?
It's ongoing.
Yeah, sounds it.
Point your little flag, oh man. But actually, that is a very good point. I don't know if any of y'all work in an office setting and pull long hours or work like a second or third shift. But yeah, being the only person or one of the only people in an office at night, super creepy. Like it's like a little inside joke at one of my last companies I worked for. I worked from 3:30 p.m. to midnight, and just halfway through my shift, I swear that to all that's holy, and and the people on the third shift could agree. It's just like, yeah, that suite or that building had to have been haunted, just because you just hear random stuff, like just you hear like random paper shuffling, you hear like walking, but you think like, oh, it's upstairs, but hey, no one's there at 10 o'clock at night because we're the only 24-hour business in that building, except for maybe accounting, but they leave like the last guy leaves around like 8 p.m. and always swings by, and we always chop it up and say I'll walk him out the building for like a smoke break and stuff. But yeah, just after that, I remember the first night I heard some noise, and I literally just started patrolling the floor. Okay, what the fuck? What the fuck is this? Man, hey, Newton's cradle is still going. So it means that like someone was just here not too long ago.
How do people solve these?
I have no idea. I felt this. Hello. Okay. Getting somewhere. Ooh, we're getting somewhere. Okay. Shit. Shit. I don't know what to do next. I know like the best thing to do is like try and solve one side, right? Yeah. What was I thinking? I can't solve it in real life. What would I think I could solve it in the game?
Same tactic as me. Can't miss birthdays.
Really?
You literally said, "Don't get me anything." It's worth a try.
Oh, it's their password. Oh, if I was a sysadmin here, I would be so pissed. Oh my
Bingo!
Managed to find a key card?
And I thought I was old.
You are old. No one has said bingo since 2030.
Super storm season. All employees are reminded of our ongoing 15% reduction in healthcare plans for a limited time. Oh, okay. For a second, I was like, wait, you're telling me during storm season they lose 15% of their benefits? That can't be legal. But I think they just mean the cost of the medical, like medical fees would be, there'd be like a 15% discount, which I feel like they probably could have worked that better. So oh, okay. It's a stairwell door though.
That'll help me access the lower levels.
It's gonna film. I'm just gonna like turn. It's just, something's just rotating, and I'm gonna like end up doing my controllers at this monitor. Ain't got no options.
I haven't seen one of these in years.
Enough of that. Enough of that. Yeah, focus up. I'm distracting myself way too much. Attack the day, just like the camel did.
It would be rude not to.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, my boo. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, how cute.
Try hard.
This is why you're divorced.
I'm sure Patricia wouldn't list that as the only reason.
No, that's very sweet. Which gives me an idea, actually. So my girlfriend, she works for a power company down, a power company down.
I'm going to head down to the B levels and check there.
Okay.
And you know, the hurricane that came through here, there's talks of them being sent down to Houston to help restore power. And you know, one would assume they're going to be down there for at least a couple weeks. So I feel like that'd be like a really sweet gift, or a sweet present.
Well, that's new. Still no sign of anyone. Where could they be?
Maybe. They're cursed to forever walk the surface of Mars, feeding on brains.
Are we back on this?
I'm just saying, his sacrifice was heroic. I'm glad to see chivalry isn't dead.
Yeah, but he did die?
How romantic.
So, that is a good question. Please leave a comment down. What is your all-time favorite zombie movie? Mine has to be hands down Dawn of the remake. The OG was dope, but the remake where it takes place in the mall. And then probably second would probably have to be Land of the Dead. Yeah, no, love to hear your thoughts.
Remember that time you hit a 7-ball on Chris? He lost his mind.
I think it was long gone before that.
Yeah. Too many solo jobs out here.
You found a table?
Still got it.
It must go for a walk when we play.
Oh, in my Boston heyday, I could have given you a game.
Sure.
Dead man's hand, that's all I need.
Streaming now on all available platforms. Dead Soul.
At least Solar had a more engaging premise.
Dead Solar.
Yeah.
It was just an idiot clearly searching a haunted station. I just heard it.
Huh. Oh, for the record, I'm not searching. I'm investigating.
The little mannequin thing. It scared me when I saw its shadow. I was like, are you kidding already?
I'd never get out of that with my back. I think this is the only time I've ever seen a rec room empty.
You finally have that peace and quiet you always wanted.
Not quite how I imagined it.
Still no sign of anyone.
Not a soul.
There should at least be an officer around.
Yeah, I'll keep looking.
Okay, I'll try and access the records from here. See who the officer on duty is.
Okay. Hello?
Made contact?
Maybe with the shadow of a fridge.
I think you may have been up here too long.
Swear if that body is when we come back. Shit hurts.
Hey! Guess what I found?
Am I actually supposed to guess?
Well, you remember when we first came up here? Before they started arguing over the territory?
Yeah?
They still have one of those old Earth Force flags.
Earth what?
Well, not that. I think it was called Earth Expedition Force.
It wasn't that either, but yeah, I know what you mean.
Well, they still have theirs.
And where did you find that?
In a supply room.
Why are you in a supply room?
I miss peanut butter. Took a chance.
Priorities. What are you doing?
I'm resetting the lock.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
What if someone's hurt? It's justified.
That's not how it works at all, but... okay.
The most logical place for them to be is their quarters. Looks cozy.
Life of luxury for some, I guess.
How do you know? You can't even see it.
It's hard to be worse than the engineering shack at Minor.
Yeah, that's a fair point. I don't know if I could ever get used to that.
Used to what?
You know, the weather windows.
You mean the climate simulators?
Yeah, well, I prefer my name better.
Why am I not surprised?
Oh shit. There we go. We're in the year 2080.
Never seen anything like that.
Sample Charlie 26. Like some kind of like aloe? Did we bring, oh, are we testing like Terran fauna? Mars to see if we can grow? Once again, we're having issues with escape. That's never a good sentence. Actually, that reminds me of when I first moved down here to Texas. Went to come help look after my old man, and we were looking at buying some land, right? And one of the best ways of purchasing land is to get an ag exempt or agricultural exemption to like help bring down your taxes, right? And you can either do like a deer feeder to bring in more deer into the area, but our next door neighbor, like the lot over already had a deer feeder, so couldn't really do that because to get this exemption, someone from the city has to come in and essentially audit your land, make sure that that's within compliance, and you can't have two deer feeders right next to each other because blah blah blah. So what we were suggested was, oh, we can rent out like the first like 10-20 feet into our lot from the road for like bees, like beekeepers. And my dad's just like, oh yeah, no, that's a really good idea. And we can also like maybe work out an agreement with the beekeeper and get some free honey out of it, right? But I don't know. I shut it down because I was like, dude, because they're not the ones that are going to be living on the land while it's being developed and and everything and getting paid off. It's going to be me, and I don't want to go outside and start working the land, clearing trees and whatnot, and get ate up by some bees. Now, for the first time this month, they have somehow infiltrated a colleague's suit. This would look kind of, ooh, yeah, that's never a good thing. Yeah, I'll leave this up a little bit, so if you guys want to like pause the video and read these emails, by all means. But yeah, also just let me know if you guys want me to stop looking at everything, every bit of lore, because honestly that's one of my favorite things about these types of games, especially when it comes to like stories, is just the world building, the lore of the world. I just love seeing how much time these writers put into trying to flesh out this world. So we've got a passcode here from Sami Nadiri. I feel like we should probably write this down. Passcode is 020689. This reminds me of like my early childhood, of like having to write down cheat codes or just write down notes about everything. All right, I'm gonna be quiet so we can listen to these videos.
Signing off the week no more hopeful than we were at the start. The soil here on the Solis Planum continues to show encouraging signs of adaptation, but the plant life that interacts with it, however, seems to aggressively grow and expire, almost like an accelerant. Our planet is dying. Just like these plants. We're running out of time. Tomorrow is a new day. Progress, if you can call it that, has been rising since we introduced the new formula. The results we have now can buy us time to...
2, Helen. That's 2 now.
There's nothing to suggest it has anything to do with Compound 26.
Liar. They have been transporting this stuff for months.
I don't know what to tell you, Wyatt. It has nothing to do with what I'm trying to do here.
I have a duty here. And the work you're doing, it needs looking into.
Well, unless you have clearance, I don't see that happening.
People are getting sick, Helen. They're getting sick. How can you not see that?
Because it's not true.
It's confirmation bias, Helen. You know it.
Is this still on?
So I guess that kind of answers my question about what's going on here at Solis. Seems like some kind of infection or virus going around. This big ass greenhouse.
What on earth is going on here?
I could barely hear that.
I said, what on earth is going on here?
Honestly, I meant the monitor.
Ah,
Your helmet has a much better mic.
yeah, nice try.
Taylor is becoming increasingly hostile to the work we're trying to do here. He doesn't understand the people we can save. We're so close now. I can feel it. The storms are coming, but once the season passes, we should be able to ship Compound 26 to other sites. It's funny, really. Today I was asked if the cost of our work, if the toll that it's taken is worth it. It's a small price to pay.
Well, that's never something you want to hear from a botanist. These look like the same.
Progress, if you can call it that, has been rising since we introduced the new formula. The results we have now can buy us time to...
2, Helen.
It's the same videos that were on her workstation over there. Let's close it up so she doesn't know that we've been snooping. But yeah, you kind of don't want to hear that from your chief botanist. Oh, the ends justify the means. Okay, fuck her.
Honestly,
I couldn't help myself.
I'm already down here with nothing but a helmet light. I don't need a soundtrack.
How's that helmet working out for you?
Just splendid.
Good to hear.
I still don't know how you even watch those old movies.
It's not easy, but it's worth it.
Whoa. This takes me back.
Oh, yeah. Even in 2080, we still have vinyl.
That's a shame. Place like this must have a secret room somewhere. That's a start. This should make getting around easier. They won't mind if I borrow it.
Level 1 apples. Okay, so we gotta keep an eye out for doors with 1 on it. Spoken into existence.
Yes, I found a fellow believer of yours.
Oh, really? What did you ask them? What triggered the lockdown?
What?
Exactly.
Well, let's hope for my sake that that isn't what actually happened.
So it kind of seems like we can only carry like 1 battery at a time.
Acquired taste, I guess. You remember that time we went to see No Escape?
Remember it? I'll never get those hours back.
Ah, what a show. That's one hell of a nosebleed.
Alright, now that we saw that, did we just like trigger something?
Door locked.
Hello? There is no one here.
Try the medical bay. There's always someone on duty. But what if an injury caused the lockdown? Records say it's Wyatt Taylor.
Roger.
It's a little weird though. They called the lockdown, but no one. You know what I mean? So like, who initiated the lockdown?
In my youth...
Were we even up here back then?
I love the fact that they give you the option to dick around like that. Yes, so we know that you're supposed to be like investigating this lockdown, but exercise is important. Actually, that kind of makes me think Am I gonna have to find anything? If so, hopefully they give us a point. Because honestly, that's one of the things I really don't like about a lot of horror games is they put you in a position where you can't defend yourself. Like, the only way to defend yourself is to run, like Outlast. I refuse to play that game just because the only thing I have to defend myself is a camera in my legs. And especially if it takes place in the US, like, dude, let me get a gun.
That's odd.
What is?
The door, it's been sabotaged.
Sabotaged?
Something snapped the manual lever off.
Something?
Stop it, you know what I mean. Why would someone remove the power supply?
From the door?
Yeah. I have another i5 I can try. These i5s, why did we stop using them?
The i5s? They just became too unstable. Any surge would be dangerous. Why?
No reason.
Do not try to surge that door open.
I wouldn't dream of it. I think there may have been an incident here.
An incident? Well, what makes you think that?
Just a feeling I have.
A feeling? Is Officer Taylor there?
I'll check.
Going towards surgery. I can only go into the subsection. Copious amounts of blood on the floor. Never a good thing.
Asim, I'm putting this on the network as a reminder to both you and myself to please fix my video calling. It's great that I can talk to you, but I would like to talk to my family. So, let me know the status. Thank you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, my boo. Happy birthday to you.
Remember when Tom got drunk and ate a soil sample?
I had completely forgotten about that.
Yeah. Has the game of Truth or Dare ever ended well?
He was in ISO for days. I can't imagine how he lasted 2 weeks in that room.
Me neither.
It doesn't look too bad in here. Would say could use some natural lighting, but we're on Mars. With level 1 exits. Okay.
I found Officer Taylor's SIA.
He's not in it.
If he was in it, then I would have found Officer Taylor.
Why would he take it off?
I think maybe he was injured. The blood on this suit matches the waiting room.
Okay, do one final sweep and we just call the search over. It doesn't feel right.
Agreed.
Oh,
What happened here?
man, it's so refreshing to have like logical thinking protagonists, but you know it's not gonna happen just for some fact that it would make for a very short game if one last sweep, no one's here. Alright, cool. We're gonna call it in. Peace.
I'm not a kid. I don't need to be told that sometimes things just go bump in the night. And yes, I know that there are storms happening outside, but the storms, they don't make these sounds. hear deliveries and activity at night. Something is going on here. And I need to find out what. So I will confront Nick about my findings tomorrow.
And also, check out all that gauze. Oh shit, I just realized the bloody handprint too.
I finally got to speak to Chris and the girls. It was good. Their smiles. Wish I could just bottle that up. I'm really looking forward to getting home back after this stint. I know that these medical logs are designed to aid our mental health, and should anyone actually monitor these things, I want you to know that as a medical officer, I concur. In theory. But in practice, I need to spend time with my family. That's what I really need. And not just watch them. I need to see them. Because that's what I'm doing right now. I'm watching them through a screen. I think these next 5 months are going to be a lot longer than I anticipated. Oh, and remind me to speak to Helen about getting Rachel a space plant. Because that's what she wants.
Well, I guess we figured out why that plant's named Rachel. But, I don't know. I feel like I definitely get where he's coming from. As back in 2012, my old man, he was deployed to Iraq during the surge, and he was there. It was supposed to be gone for 12 months, but he ended up extending it to 16 because he was, he retired as a staff sergeant in the Army, and because he's a great NCO, he made sure that his entire team went home first before him. He made sure they all made it home safely before he rotated himself out. And over the 18 months is not gonna got to talk to him every now and then on the sat phone, but I couldn't couldn't just Zoom or Skype him. So after I could mentally picture what he looked like, but not in great detail. And after a couple months, I was starting to forget what his face looked like. And that, just getting older, that's something that I've started to realize that our folks, our parents, they're not getting any younger, and neither are we. And I've started to take more photos and videos, and just gonna go hang out with them more, just because I don't want that to happen. I don't want to forget what they look like, and I pray and hope that I'm blessed enough to have kids soon, and I want my parents to be around to see their grandkids, and the grandkids to get to know them, just because I only knew my dad's mom and my mom's dad. My grandpa on my mom's side, I only knew him from till the age of 6 before he passed away. And my grandma, she passed away in 2017. And 2015. I was in college. I guess I should count myself lucky that I got to see her before she passed. I was in college. I was in the middle of the fall semester, and I talked to my coach and my teacher, my professors that hey, I need to go back home. There's a medical emergency. My grandmother's in the hospital, and got to say at least I got to say goodbye. It's just literally, literally the day I got back to the college, my dad calls me and tells me that she passed away, and I wanted to so bad to drive back the 6 hours to go to the funeral just to be there. But I'm a broke college student. I need my parents to give me some cash so I could drive back and get some gas money. And they kept refusing just because they didn't want me to be distracted from my school, my studies and stuff. But even to this day, I'm still getting eaten up by that. And never got to meet my mom's mom because she passed away before I was even born. And my dad's dad, he passed away when my dad was 15. And I only get to know him through memories of my dad. And seen some photos of him. He was a handsome man. And yeah, I wish I got the chance to meet him just I would love to learn his life story because he had lived through both world wars, the Korean War and Vietnam, and we knew that he served in the military, but we didn't know what he did. It's been really really dope to just get to know him.
The situation regarding site exposure is a growing concern. I've spoken with tout numerous times increasing safety regulations. Today wasn't good. One of Nick's staff was admitted after suffering from extreme dehydration and fatigue. We had to sedate him. His hands wouldn't stop shaking. And after the patient vomited blood, he was sent to Center Point for further treatment. They'll administer standard care for hematemesis. I strongly recommend it based upon the current situation here of DTPA, but unfortunately at that point it's... Either way, the incident has been reported. Something's going on here. And I need to find out what it is.
Only one way to find out.
Have you found Officer Taylor?
Maybe. I'm going to take a look.
I still keep expecting to see on one of the surveillance cameras just somebody standing there. Oh, I see that. Oh yeah, I got a headband.
Whew, now I wish I had my helmet on.
You should always have your helmet on.
Haha, well that make... I wonder where that goes. What were they burning?
So we were just shown a maintenance bay, which makes me think that we're gonna need it. Dawson. Dizziness, loss of balance, low blood pressure. Needs to stay within radiation safety limits. Current diagnosis: radiation poisoning. Daily administration of potassium iodide. Check up in 2 weeks. Then alter solid. Variable right eye and dizziness. Symptoms potentially caused by radiation exposure. Ruling out vestibular disorder with CT scan. Daily administration of potassium iodide. CT scan scheduled for 12/2.
Okay, some good news. I think my work here is beginning to pay off. Todd's team is finally beginning to listen to my warnings about exposure. They recorded higher rad levels at the site this week, and I've had to treat 2 of his staff for radiation sickness. Dawson is showing signs of hypotension, and Celine complained of dizziness. Current treatment is daily administration of potassium iodide. I'm pretty sure we caught it quick, but out of an abundance of caution, I'll go ahead and schedule a CT scan for Celine, just to rule out vestibular disorder. But I just have no idea why these guys insist on working such long hours at the site. They know that it's against regulations. I just don't think that they're fully aware of the risks. But who knows? Maybe the taste of seaweed in their mouth will remind them to put their health first.
I guess that's where the seaweed meal packet came from. I thought they just liked seaweed.
Oh, I chose the wrong profession.
My nerd ass played way too much Mass Effect. Like, I think I have like 500-600 plus hours. Like, out the corner of my eye, I was like, wait, is that Telezora? And if you guys don't know, Telezora, Boss Normandy, best. And I would die on that hill.
Access granted.
I probably shouldn't be saying that. No. This type of game. That's. I think just left his body here. There's body. There's body.
Jack?
It's the guard. He's dead.
What? An accident?
I'll take a look. No, I don't think this was an accident.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I think so. Tag reads Richardson, security uniform.
Okay, now we know why security didn't greet you.
So what is going on here?
Perimeter checks complete. Weather damage minimal. Most of the crew have already departed for Center Point. I'm still exploring the unexplained damage to the drill bay exterior door. However, given that storm season is upon us, I'm not concerned about foul play at this moment. Due to the damage, the door is offline for maintenance, and I've asked Officer Hoskins to inform the residents to avoid any disruption.
Officer Taylor isn't here.
Well, what the hell is going on there?
No idea. It's time we update Central.
I'm on it.
What the hell happened down here?
Why is there a bone saw? Hey, why is there a bloody bone saw for... Why would he need a bone saw for a puncture injury? Not saying that I'm a medical professional, but one would assume that you wouldn't need a bone saw to suture up puncture wounds.
Okay, I've logged the update. It's time to head to the LCV.
What is that?
Agreed. I'm on my...
Jack, your helmet! Get over there now!
Hey! I'm still in here!
You need to get over there now!
Oxygen levels reduced.
Jack, come in!
Contamination purge accelerating.
Answer me!
Oxygen levels reduced to 80.
Jack!
I
Come in!
fucking knew it.
I'm here.
Oxygen levels reducing.
Jack, come in!
Oh, great.
80%. Contamination purge accelerating.
I feel like there's gonna be a lot of tunnel crawling in this game.
Contamination purge.
What the hell is going on here? Small spaces are all I need.
Talking about a slow burn though. I was like, oh, I guess this isn't really like a horror game. It's more like just really suspenseful. Just eerie because there's no
Oxygen levels reduced to 80%. Contamination purge accelerating.
What kind of maintenance tunnel is this, man? Suck after work doing any work down there.
Initiated. Oxygen levels reducing. Oxygen levels reduced to 80%. Contamination purge accelerating. Contamination purge
Yeah,
sequence
unfortunately I can't crawl
initiated.
any faster.
Oxygen levels reducing.
But yeah, no, I had a feeling that at some point we were just gonna round a corner, look through a porthole, someone or something was just gonna be standing there. And the fact that the way that he just slowly walked away,
Oxygen levels reducing.
there's something eerie about that.
Oxygen levels reduced to 80%.
Finally.
Contamination purge accelerating. Contamination purge initiated. Oxygen levels reducing.
What happened? Are you contaminated?
I'm not sure there was a contamination.
What do you mean?
I'm not sure.
What?
Someone was down there with me.
Lockdown in effect.
I'm heading back up to the surface level now.
Down there with you? Who?
I don't know.
Damn, don't you think if I knew all these things?
What now?
Airlock breach. Get your helmet on.
Wish that I could work.
Airlock breach detected. Door locked.
What's happening?
Second person. It might be the second person. No. Second person. With stab wounds also. Oh, that's the botanist.
Officer Dunpart, who's that?
Helen Dumpart, a senior botanist.
Jess, contact Central. Tell them there's an incident here.
An incident? What kind of incident?
Something is going on. She's multiple stab wounds.
What?
Contact Central. Tell them it's a violent act incident. Have them send aid. Her helmet was damaged. She couldn't breathe, but she made the journey anyway. Jess, how many people are in Solis?
The system lists 6. Mining crews stop during storm season. Those there are for research and cycle maintenance.
She never had a chance. What was she running from?
What the hell is going on, Jack? You need to leave and let Central handle it.
Jess, I can't just leave. I need to remove the lockdown and access the security cameras. I can check through the buildings that way.
That sounds like a safer compromise.
What a night.
You need to let Central respond. One sweep and then you're out of there.
I'll use the cameras to locate them, then I'm gone.
Okay.
Where's the generator located?
East of the atrium. A straight shot from there to the maintenance unit.
The airlock breaches sealed the outer door until I lift the lockdown. Is there another way to the maintenance unit?
Okay, according to the layout, you can take the drill bay hangar door, and that should bring you out in front of the maintenance unit.
Drill bay hangar, got it.
You can access it from the service tunnel from the stairwell.
Roger.
Well, this seems like a good place to stop. If you liked the video, leave a like. Dislike it if you disliked it. Hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. Be notified the next time I upload. And let me know if I should continue with this game, for it turn into like a series. And with that, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.